Hey, what's going on everyone? Kenan here, hanging out with Hercules. Hercules is actually going to be getting a new pal. That's right, it's a crocodile monitor and you're going to see it in this video. But first I wanted to show you everything that I've been doing to prepare for my new arrival. Now this animal's coming to me from Kansas, from a gentleman out there who's got a few monitor species. So I just had to build an outdoor enclosure and that's what I've been feverishly working on. Now a few weeks ago I visited Ty Park and Ty had some really simple and effective designs, and that's what this cage is. I've been doing this all by myself. Not an easy task. It takes a little bit of work, a little bit of figuring out for me, because I work a little bit slower. I'm always alone here. But let me show you what I've got done so far. Building it out of this 4x4, really strong and sturdy, because this is a very powerful lizard. We do not want any escapes. We're inside the cage. The cage is 8 foot tall when it'll all be done. We're going to raise the ground up. You can see that I've put wire down here. Okay, I've left the spot open because I'm going to plant something there. The door will most likely be here. Basically, we've got a heavy gauged wire. I had some scraps of this. I bent it, attached it to the framing, and well, there you have it. It's now completely enclosed. So we're going to bring the soil up to about here. We're going to bring it way up here and on the other side. So these posts will be sunk in about 3 foot when all is said and done. And it'll raise things up a little bit because it does get a little bit wet down here and I don't want it to be inundated with water, even though this is an arboreal reptile. You can see I built a nice little platform here for the animal. We're going to put the animal's hide box on top of here. This is a arboreal lizard. I've said that a couple times already. So basically I want the hide box to be up high so the animal feels nice and secure at elevation. We just had some old wood. We got that done. Now we bought some vinyl coated wire that's going to be going along the outside. It's going to lay right on here, and then we're going to sandwich it with some more wood, and so this will be very, very strong, and the same thing will happen on top. Add some branches, and this is going to be a pretty badass enclosure, if I do say so myself. Something else you should notice is I burnt the wood. My friend Chad House taught me about this procedure called shoshujiban, Japanese way of burning wood, and it preserves the wood even more than chemicals do. So I'm really excited about that. I like the way it looks, a nice black charred look, you know, gives it a very cool feel. So that's what's got to go on. Now this is going to happen, this video is happening over the course of a few different days because I can't quite do it all in one day. So you're going to see a change in clothing, lots of different things happening, some time lapses, but I wanted to show you what I'm working on here today inside because we got some rain and I have to wait until we get some more soil before I can continue on the outside. Now check this out. This is his box. Now I burnt it. It looks pretty cool. I like the box. You know, I did the charring of it, but I wanted to do something different. I had some scrap insulation and I've glued it to the surface. Now, two things I want to do. One, I want to insulate the box. Now, if I were to put it on the inside, I'd have to go ahead and do a whole big deal of putting up, let me see if I can open this. I'd have to put some kind of, you know, wall within a wall, which is going to be hard to do. So it's hard to insulate from the side. So what I did was I figured, well, why not glue it to the outside, and then we can turn pieces like this into a texture and make it look wood-like or rock-like. So I called my buddy Tanner from Serpa Designs. We talked a little bit. I've played around with different foam structures like the monkey tail skink house that's right here. You know, basically that's kind of their hide box in there. That's all foam and it's lasted such a long time. And I think if with what I've learned from Tanner, I might be able to make an even more attractive yet insulated hide. So I'm going to go and set a time lapse up and I'm going to mess around. And how I do this is basically you have a soldering gun or a wire foam. They make different implements that you can actually melt away some of the foam, and then you take like a knife and you score it up and you give it a texture. So I've bought a bunch of things from our local Home Depot, and what we're going to do is we are going to get to work on that. I want to get that box done because we've had some cold nights here. We've got hydraulic cement right here. My goodness, we've got all kinds of silicone and Loctite and liquid nails to glue the foam to the wood. We've got gap filler foam, which is gonna be fun. It's gonna fill in some of the nooks and crannies because I'd like to add some branches to it. We got a hot glue gun. We've got a glue soldering iron here that's gonna help melt the foam, and of course our glue sticks for the glue gun. So I've got a lot to do. See you in a minute. All right, just a little update. You could see, here's what I'm doing. I'm kind of giving this some texture. It just, I don't know, kind of looks a little bit like bark maybe. A lot different than the side it is now. And what you do is simply, I got this soldering gun, and you know, I'm trying to follow like some lines, but you can just see, you kind of burn it. You just burn in little texture. That's it. It's really not too, for me, I'm not that advanced at it, but I like to just burn off and give it a little texture. And then when I put the cement in, it'll kind of give it a rough look and a more natural look. But the great thing is that this is the insulation. So I've cut out a few pieces that'll give it some 3-dimension there, some topography, if you will. And I'm gonna just keep at it. It's a long process, but I enjoy it. It's therapeutic. It's creative, and I think that it'll look nice when we finish this. I'm gonna attach some branches to this and really try and give it a really unique look. So I've got a lot to do. I'm gonna put you guys back on the time lapse. I'm gonna get back to work, but yeah, that's what I'm all about right now. See you guys in a bit. All right, so I've been breathing in some terrible fumes. I don't advise doing that. I thought it was more ventilated than it was. But we're done carving. Now, this is nowhere near complete because I've still got a lot of other steps that need to happen to secure this more. And, you know, it's a lot of work. Look at this. I got to glue that better. Ay, ay, ay. Once the cement gets on there, it should help it out. I'm also going to be putting branches on this and drilling into the actual structure of the wood. So that'll hold it in as well. So much more to do. Like I said, I think though, I'm starting to dig this. Like I really started to get my groove right around here, and really started liking these larger pieces that I glued on, and I could follow the curves, and that's what, you know, I was trying to do. Now this section here, tried to give some depth, but it's actually not gonna be seen by people. It'll be up against the wall. Again, there's gonna be a lot more going on here, but as far as today's work, it's done. Remember, it went from this to this, so it's something. And the good thing is it's gonna be insulated. So pretty excited about that. And when we're done, the lizard will be able to walk all over that. So very, very exciting, but not complete. Whew, okay, take a break. I'll see you again in a second. Yo, what's going on everybody? Kenan here again, day 2, and we are gonna continue working on the box. I'm just cruising around here. This is my new gator pond, which has been completed. So I get to show you a little bit about that. As far as the island, check it out. There is the proper form and shape of the pond. Now, if you look over here, we did a little work. My friend Gaudio came over with his cat excavator, and we did a lot of work. And what's cool is we kind of dug this out. Okay, so now this is going to be the shoreline. We've got an island there. It's looking pretty cool, huh? So this is a nice sized pond for 2 gators. It's going to be just so beautiful. The other cool thing, we made this wall, which I think looks really awesome, leading into this pond. But here's what's going to happen. So I noticed, right, we were ripping up the yard and we ripped up a lot of this wood. This is all roots from the cypress. And I thought, you know, if I were to take this wood and bring it back and just kind of put it onto the box and kind of use the wood to decorate, almost give it this like really strange, like beaver dam or just bird nest type look, just a gnarl of wood, and then you got the foam, and I'm gonna do a bunch of crazy things to it. It's just a big experiment. I thought that'd be cool. What are you blowing, bubbles? Very cool. So what I'm gonna do is wheel my cart over here. I'm gonna go ahead and just start loading up the cart with as much of this little debris that was just gonna get thrown away, but now it's gonna be used as decoration for this croc monitor house. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Me and the chitlins. Oh, watch out. Mom gets mad when I leave machetes around, doesn't she? Don't cut your hand off with that thing. Those machetes, they just come out of nowhere. Cut your hands right off.
I don't know, you put them here.
I know, I'm nuts. Okay, anyway, here we go. We're gonna do a little time lapse right now. All right, so I got the wood separated into smaller pieces, larger pieces, and I rinsed it off. And Kate's trying to sneak away. There she goes. Oh my God, she was working out. She's in workout clothes. Oh no, look out. Anyway, so here we are. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna come over here, and I'm thinking, like, let me show you what I'm thinking. Let's just grab a piece, any piece, I don't know. Like, let's see this. So what I'm thinking of doing is using the gap foam and screws, like, see how it's exposed right there to some wood still? I can kind of hide it, and it also could become a handle for me to lift up the actual lid. I can screw it in through the knots. This cypress lasts such a long time. I'm really not worried about it. I mean, gosh, this was material that was just gonna get thrown away. I mean, a little flotsam and jetsam there that I'm repurposing, and it gets to have an extra life as, you know, decorative, naturalistic crocodile monitor housing materials. All right, I'm gonna get back to work, all right? So that's what I'm gonna be doing right now, tinkering. I'll see you later. Oh, all right. Well, I am done for the day, and I wanted to show you the end result. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's just a crazy looking nest box. Basically, these two sides, or rather these three sides, are going to be the sides that are showing the most. So I focused all the decoration on those sides. It's just basically a crazy pile of wood, but I kind of like it. You know, I think he should feel at home in that. What do you think, Soph? It's pretty good, right? And then on this side, I went ahead and I was going to show you guys the cement project, but the cement started curing faster than I could get ready because I was trying to mix everything and have it ready to film. And then it turned into a real crap show. I got to be honest with you. I got cement in my eyes. I was mixing it. Just a big pain in the neck. So basically, I just mixed the cement with sand and some color into a slurry, very liquid kind of consistency, and I just painted on. And I painted it on here, and it's curing right now. I'll probably hit it with a couple more coats. Looks good on this side because with the you know, the texture that I placed on it, it's a deeper texture, and even though you add the cement, it doesn't fill in all the grooves, so you can really see some of the texture. And if I wanted, you could also hit it with some paint, with some spray paint, maybe some white paint, and it'll give contrast to the different lines that are in here. You can hit it with different colors, or maybe a lighter color green or something, just to add more depth and texture. But again, these sides are really going to be not be seen, but by adding the cement, it adds a real durability to the foam. So this thing's completely insulated, and man, it's heavy. So I'm gonna need a couple of us to lift it off and put it on a cart and wheel it on out into the cage. But I'm gonna do that in a little while. Not gonna happen soon, but for you it'll happen soon, because you know why? Through the magic of editing. See you guys again soon. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Whew, man, it's early, and as always, there are things to do. So here is the hide box right now. I did a little bit more decorating, and I'm still kind of working it out. I got some logs going up this post, and man, we're gonna cover this, and it basically looks really cool. I kind of like it, almost like a beaver's nest or a bird's nest, or how about a tree crocodile nest? Pretty sick, right? So this I'm really excited about. All right, so we got that going. I went ahead and I built a platform here so I can stand up easily, and I can walk right up this, and I could grab this cool handle, and I can just lift up and access the animal, check on the heat and temperatures and all that stuff. We got a really cool heater coming in for my friends at Fluker, but yeah, loving this. So I do have a little bit of drama. Man, I got my buddy Gabriel Arrington. His dad, Mr. Arrington, is gonna come. He's got his bobcat over there, as you can see. The bobcat's already here. We were supposed to get 3 loads of dirt today, but of course, Florida being Florida, we had torrential downpours last night. So I guess the soil yard got flooded out. So we're not gonna be able to get that dirt till hopefully this afternoon, if not tomorrow, which means my window of opportunity of getting this cage done before the animal arrives is closing quickly. Another knucklehead move I did, I ordered a 100-foot roll of this wire. Okay, see it leaning up there, this wire, you see, and wouldn't you know it, it's short, so I am unable to finish it with that wire. So I've got to drive all the way to Ty Park's place, because he's an awesome dude. He's got plenty of wire. I'm going to pick some wire up from him, because there's no place in Florida with this wire. It would take a week for me to order it, so super stressed out, but good friend Ty Park's going to help me out so I can get this thing done. And that's where we're at. I got to get some more cage decorating done today. And man, I've just got a lot to do, people. So I hope you enjoyed this video showing you what I got to do to get this cage ready. Lagatha, the Croc monitor, is on her way very soon. I want to make sure that she's got a proper place to live, so that I don't have to get too hands-on with her immediately. Because you know what? She's not tame, and they have very large teeth. The largest in the lizard world, even bigger than the Komodo dragon. You do not want to get a bite from a Croc monitor, trust me. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. We will, of course, be doing more to this cage. You'll be seeing it all. And thanks for joining me on this build. It's always a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Hope you like that hide box. I'd live in it.